Hello, welcome to Pleasant Arms. I'm here to today. I thought we'd have a look at this new distro that I've learned about through the Big Daddy Linux group on Telegram, and it's DraugerOS. DraugerOS make your gaming experience perpetually pleasurable. I do apologise. Anyway, um, before I do that, I want to give a big shout out to Red Robbo Workshop. Red Robbo Workshop contacted me on my YouTube channel um, after I had posted in Patreon that I was trying to raise some money for a microphone. So he generously said, well, I've got one. If you want to have a look at it, I've made a video of it. I will post that video in the link below in the show description. And yeah, no problem. So I says, what need for? He says, no, just need your address. I'll send to you. So 3 days later, here I am with the microphone. Sent it. Thank you very much, Red Robbo Workshop. Thank you so much. It really is appreciated. It's very generous. Anything I can do for you, just let me know. Seriously, the generosity is just excellent. Thank you so much. So anyway, with that said, I'm going to have a look at DraugerOS. Make your gaming experience perpetually possible, and it gives you a download link. And if you scroll down, it says, gives a little screenshot of someone with a PlayStation 3 pad by looks, and it says DraugerOS is built off low latency kernel. This means low response times while offering the stability and security of Linux. To further enhance this, Drauger uses a modified XFCE desktop for improvement, performance and configurability. Focus on security. DraugerOS is far more secure than the leading gaming desktop operating system. It means Windows, and we know that, yeah, that can be full of cheese. It's like Swiss cheese, we know that. It's a lot better than it was, but it's still, not exactly there yet, but it will be. Maybe. One day. Don't know. I won't be testing it. Anyway, you can go without fear of trolls hacking your computer or getting a virus or losing your data. It is easy to use too. The DraugerLinux is a Linux operating system. Many believe that Linux. I keep pronouncing Linux because when I first started using Linux, I didn't hear Linus Torvalds do his famous little WAV file that told us how to pronounce it, but it's Linux. Anyway, Linux operating systems such as DraugerOS are very easy. In fact, if you know how to use a smartphone, and you can use, or console, you can use Drauger. Anyway, like what you see, and then it gives you downloads, and visit our blog. Very cool. Now, so you go to download, you click on download, and it takes you to a SourceForge page. It's saying the download will begin shortly. I'll just let that time out and then I'll cancel the download, I hope. Yep, I've already downloaded it, but as you can see there, the raw CD image is 3.1 gigabytes in size, so I'll just cancel that. I've already downloaded it. So we go on to other stuff here. It just starts a thing there. The maintainers stuff, portability, all that kind of business. And there's a release PDF there as well, which I will actually look for on here, because I need to have it loaded, and the reason is let me see. Okay, there's the PDF, and I'll come back to the PDF in a moment, and there is a reason why I brought that up. So anyway, back to the OS. I'll just minimize that. I'll minimize simple screen recording, which is what I'm using today to try this video. So I've already made a VM up, and if you have a look here, you can see I've gave it 4 GB of RAM, 2 processor cores, 128 megabytes of video, 3D acceleration turned on, and a 32 GB virtual drive, and of course we have the ISO ready to go. So I will click start. So I start the OS. This doesn't take too long to load, at least I hope not. But when I did try it earlier, it didn't take long to hold. Oh yes, this is not my first run at this, for reasons I'll explain later. Anyway, we have to splash the DraugerOS, which is very cool, and it comes up to a login screen. Now I didn't see anywhere on that page on the website for any kind of password. Right, and this confused me a bit. Even though on the we were reading about it, talking about it on the channel, on the Big Daddy Linux group on Telegram he has, and we couldn't figure out the password. So anyway, someone's came back to us, says look on the SourceForge. So I looked on SourceForge. So if I go to the main place, if I scroll down, I can't find it at all. I thought, hello, where is it? It gives us that business there. I'm thinking, what is going on? So anyway, I saw this PDF, because there's nothing else saying what the password is. So I opened up the readme and get you started. So explaining ways on desktops where you can run on laptops and where you do not size of cooling issues and drain battery life. 64-bit, 32-bit will not run. If you wish to install on a screen, it will not run. Installing your OS. I used to do it delete all data on your drive while it's to recycle DraugerOS is discouraged. And my particular system, this has not been tested. So he hasn't tested dual booting. So we'll come to that. So anyway, it's got the open software, kernel logic, disclaimers, etc. And then we get to default username password. So we click on that, and we find that the default password, default username rather, is default with no quotation marks. It may show the user, which is what we are looking at, depending on where you're looking. And the default password is Tor. So now we know that the password is Tor, we can log into the system, and I will close that. So the password is Tor, T-O-O-R. Log in. Take a second for the desktop to open. And it has. And what we have here is a blank space, which I don't know what's meant to be brought up there. It's just a panel for some reason. Okay, fine. And we have two workspaces, I believe. Yes, we do. And on the tabs here, on the top here, it's quite weird how it's like, I don't know, fifth of the way down, no, fourth of the way, not only a quarter way, is it? Sixth of the way down the screen, seventh of the way, somewhere. Anyway, we have our software, and removed software. We have Steam, we have PlayonLinux, we have the date and time, we have sound, we have a bell for notifications. Yeah, I am not sure. Oh, it's on-screen type and our connection. Yeah, okay. I should have recognised that one as an Ethernet jack, eh? So, anyway, to install, the installer is in System, and it is System Back. System Back is a restore piece of software, but it does have the functionality of doing installs, which is what we are going to do today. So anyway, it says storage directory and so on, copy system, system install, system repair. We don't want to do anything, we're going to do a system install. So, it wants our, oops, sorry, it's Drauger, not Drauger, Drauger. I like to know how he actually pronounces that. And we'll have the same for the username. And for the password, we'll put in something complicated, like, It most certainly isn't password. Who would think a thing? And we need a new root password. Optional, not recommended for Ubuntu. But I like to have a root password. This is personal. I'm in the PC Linux OS world. In fact, if I make this full screen, don't show this message again. Yes, I already know. There we go. Make it full screen, make it easier. Equal resize. Okay, we'll have a password for that. Let's get this done. Hello, they're not much in. There we go, and it wants a host name. I'll just do localhost. That's all do nicely, and we click next. Now you can see I've already got a partition, but when you have a thingy, I will delete that. And I'll delete that. So anyway, we get to this screen, and it's asking us to make a partition. So yeah, create new partition. Now this arrow's pointing backwards, and it's quite strange. It kind of threw me off a bit. So we'll have some of that. So if we click on there, yeah, we'll have it as this. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's close that. So anyway, we want a main point, and we'll have it as root. That's what we want. Install bootloader is also, and yep, format correct. So we'll click next. Now I've got it on auto, but the options under there are disabled, SDA or SDA1. Actually, I'm going to choose SDA. Next. Live install, using the font live image, start. So anyway, it's starting to install. This uninstall normally takes between 10-15 minutes. I won't bore you with that. So what I'll do is I'll pause recording. Be back in a moment when she's done. Well, as you can see, the install is complete, and that must have took about 2 or 3 minutes tops. So I didn't notice the time I started, but that was a very fast install. Very fast install. Anyway, it says install is complete, and I click OK. And I noticed here I have the software updater. Let me click that a moment. And it's telling me there are updates, but I will just click that off for a moment because I'm in the live environment still, so there was no reason for me to install, update the system just yet. So we now want to reboot the system, and we'll restart. And there's something I did notice earlier, and that's that we get a lot of these squash FX errors when trying to restart. Now that doesn't happen when you shut down from the live image, it only happens when you reboot for some reason. It can't read squash FX. So anyway, I'm going to let this carry on, because I'm intrigued to see whether she will shut down. However, if I get anything that says system D waiting for whatever 2 minutes, then I'll just reset the machine. I will remove the ISO if need be, and just boot up the installed image. Yep, I'm just going to reboot the installed image. And to do that, you can go to machine and reset it. Will complain, but I don't care, see. Cause and save data, blah 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 blah, stop. Right. Now, this discerned me earlier that there is no grub screen. All I see is a flashing cursor. But be patient. Be patient with her. Be patient. Because I do see like a bit of hard drive activity where it's just flashing. Now, did it install or did it not? Oh, there we go. Cable waiting for pen to resume device. So it didn't make itself I didn't make a swap drive. So it was looking for a swap drive. So anyway, here we are in the newly installed Drauger, and this is the first impression we see is the So the light DM or simple DM, it's something along those lines, I'm not quite sure. I think it's the same DM that's used on the Ubuntu's, and I believe this is partly Ubuntu anyway, but we'll have to see. So I'll put in my password, which honestly isn't password. Yeah. Anyway, we boot in and we come back to the nice desktop, and we'll have a look to see the unique features. And the first thing we see there is Steam. Steam is complete installation for the current user. We can choose to start Steam. So well, I'll click on that. Let's see what happens. Hard disk flashed for a second and died. So let me just close that. Yep, still got hard drive activity, so I'll just be patient. Actually, while that's doing that business, we can look through the menus, don't you think? You already see what's up here with the download and so on. So we'll have a look. And in the favourites we have File Manager, Software Manager, Terminal Emulator, a Task Manager, Distribution Manager and Steam. Okay, so forget all, we'll go there after. Well, we'll go to the Drauger store. Let's have a look at that. Probably be a select a category below, games or emulators. Okay, we'll go to games, let's see what happens. We have action, yeah, just click on it first. Sorry, we have nothing in this code yet. Ready to install yet. Back. Let's try arcade. Hours Rise by Jungle Sudoku. Okay, back. Now I'm thinking. Oops, how did I manage to do that? I thought I'd click back. Retarding Nintendo Sony emulators. Okay, very cool. Hello. I have frozen gate. Why is it frozen? When would you like to terminate it? Yes, please. Thank you. Yeah, and you as well. Okay, it froze up on me. That could be because either I haven't got enough RAM or although I have got. It said it only needed a gigabyte of RAM to run. So I'm not quite sure what happened there, to be honest. So anyway, back in the accessories, we have the Graphic Archive Manager. We have the File Manager, and the File Manager should be thinner, I should imagine. But it's XFCE, and it is indeed thinner 1615, which isn't the latest and greatest 2012, but it isn't the oldest either I've seen. I believe that accolade goes to eLive. I think dates back to when my dad was young. So, as you can see, we've got a nice little icon set, blue and black, dark theme. Not bad at all. So anyway, that's thinner. And it does load full screen straight away. Back to accessories. We have fonts. We have the make calculator. We have mousepad, which is XFC's thingy. I'm just wondering why everything is full screen. There we go, that's better. And if we look at mousepad, it could be for the XFCE again. It's 0.4.0. A nice little text editor. We also have terminal emulator. Oops, I am not looking under accessories, am I? We have onboard, which will be the onboard keyboard. We have PlayonLinux for installing wine games. We have screenshot utility and a terminal emulator, which I assume is the XFCE terminal. It is 0.8.7.4. Okay, so I'm noticing that on this panel I'm getting the software. So what he's done is put like a little launcher up here, and the actual programs run on this taskbar here. As you can see, I've got a list of updates and so on. So let's see what needs update. We have HTTP server. Well, really, Apache running? GLX failure, new kernel. I won't be doing any of this at the moment. Oh, and I was right, it is Ubuntu. So let's have a look at the Ubuntu base. I've only... Oh, there are a lot of uploads. No, I'll be doing that later, I think. I'll do that later. Yeah, I'm not going to do it while I'm recording, that's for sure. We'll have a look at the games anyway. Any games you got Steam. Okay, I was waiting for Steam to load before, and my hard drive is still actually going quite nutty, so I don't know if it's doing anything in the background or not. Here's an idea. We have a tax manager. Let's have a look. Replace, because of all, Whisker, System D. So, oh, Steam is running. There she is. Steam is running indeed. Okay, I just wanted to know if Steam is running background. I'm just going to let it run now, just to keep going through the menu then. Under graphics, we have the Risotto image viewer. Nice little image viewer. And it's for the XFC desktop, of course. And it's 0.8.2. So I think it's using a slightly older version of XFC, but I can't remember if I saw them. And there's my pop-ups from my host machine there. Not to worry. I should have closed all that down, but like, you know. Anyway, I have notifications for everything. But that's the way I roll. It isn't for everyone. I appreciate that. Under graphics, we have Risotto. On the internet, we have Firefox browser, and we have Steam again. Steam is in a lot of places. I think this guy wants you to know that Steam is installed on his machine, or at least the installer is. And that's very cool. So we load up the browser here, and it says transferred from DraugerOS. I don't know why it's been so slow. It's probably just my internet. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So anyway, we'll go to help and about. That's we're on 62. So it's up to date. Firefox is up to date. I think 62.1 or something come out. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that. I don't know what mine is. But that's cool. Back over there. Under internet also we have Steam, which is stored up. Multimedia. We have Clementine, nice audio player. And Clementine was based off the old Amarok 1.4 and the KDE and Trinity. And we have the same kind of stuff here. It's a nice little music player. I haven't got a music player, but it's cool. Let's see what version of Clear Cheat it's using. 4.8.7, which is quite old, so it's a KDE, so it's a Plasma 4 or KDE 4 version 131. Okay, very cool. And I do note some of the packages are older, but this is the latest release. But then again, he has got a lot of updates, so a lot of the packages will be updated with that. So don't take this as being old by any means. Oh, it's got old packages, don't bother and all that kind of business, because so far it's looking pretty good. We also have the Parole Media Player. The Parole Media Player is not something I've actually heard of before, but it's just fairly recent, 1.0.1, produced within the last 12 months. Also, and I think that was the multimedia, and we have the pulse audio volume control that we all know and love, hate, whichever side of the fence you fall on there. And under other, we have Drauger Welcome. Okay, we have Drauger Welcome. Now it would be nice for this to pop up on the screen with a little button saying don't show again or something like that. But you can install additional drivers. We can go to website, tutorials, we can move new users, view the README file, visit the forum and SourceForge. So that's quite cool. Maybe you should have that in a little auto run with a little script telling it to kill itself after first use or whatever, or to show again or something like that. That's rather cool. Okay, under settings, we have all the settings here about me, just mostly the XFCE stuff from what I can tell. Panel preferred applications, yeah, software updater, software and updates and synaptic. We have time and date, users, window manager tweaks, and so on and so forth. Under settings, we have DC usage analyzer, PlayonLinux, Synaptic again, system back, which is what our installer was, but it is a backup system. And it's a very nice one at that, to be honest. I use Timeshift myself, but that is very nice. Could have my own installer, that's why. And we have Task Manager. Okay, let's see what kind of energy this thing uses up. It says it's very light. And if I go to all, or actually I can type up here, can't I? Terminal emulator, yeah. That's what we're after. And see if HTOP is installed. HTOP cannot be found, but is available as a snap package or an app package. So I'm going to sudo apt HTOP. My password, which is definitely not password. Oops. Of course, I forgot to use. Oh no, silly. There we go. Let's see what kind of. Oops. Oh, it's still working. Huh, I'm being ahead of myself here. I thought you'd already done it. I'm just used to things being a bit quicker than you bunch of distros, I guess. Okay, HTOP, let's see. Let it settle down a bit. Now with just the terminal running and the desktop, it's using 410 meg out of 4 gigabit. Remember, this is a bit unfair because it is inside a VM. And it's using like single digits in the percentage, no real load. No. Yeah, it's quite lightweight, that is. It's not bad at all for XFCE. Not bad at all. So, I think we basically went round it. Now, there was, as you saw, there was a problem with Steam still hasn't loaded for me. And the hard drive has stopped. So I'm just wondering if I run Steam from the thingy, what happens? From the shortcut menu? No, nothing is happening. I don't know, it could be my network taking its time, things running in the background. In fact, I can actually test that theory again, can't I, with the simulator. And do a PS AUX. Maybe I shouldn't have done it. Clementine's still running in a sys tray somewhere, but I don't see a sys tray. Oh yes I do. That is the sys tray. Now, if I stop that, now I stop, I want to exit actually, don't I? Come on, don't be a plank. Okay, let me, I'm glad I saw it there then, Clementine. That's probably why HTOP was. Let's have a look at the memory usage now. That's more like it, 483. Yeah, that makes a big difference. Makes a big difference. Yeah, just close the window, Ali. Okay, so have a look at them. Store. Of course, we've got the Ubuntu store by looks. Yes, most definitely the Ubuntu store. No bad store. You get anything you want from me, really. Audio, video games, etc. add-ons. So that's rather cool. And we got PlayonLinux, something I didn't touch up on before, but PlayonLinux is literally that. It's just an easy installer for installing your own games. It's got black on black text there. I'm not, maybe because of the themes. Urgent placement, blah 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 blah. Cancel. I don't actually want to install anything. I was just having a look, but I thought, where is the restart? Oh, the refresh is there, that's why I don't. So if we refresh the store, there we go, somewhere like accessories, you can see the accessories here. And you can download or install these kind of things, but what mainly people use it for is this, games. And you can see some games, I'm not quite sure what the white ones are, or pink, I should say. Why they are white today, but Age of Empires, Age of Empires 2. So you can install Assassin's Creed and all that kind of business through Wine. as well as through Steam Play, and now that Steam, as Steam Play, they have their own version of PlayonLinux within reason, if you see what I mean, but within the Steam client itself. And it works on Vulkan and all that business, and most excellent. Anyway, Steam is not going to be coming up for me for whatever reason. And if actually and then, oops. Oh, I see. Keyboard layout not right. There we go. The keyboard layout set out for United States. I'm in the United Kingdom, so I'm pressing what I thought was the pipe, and let's have a look. Yep, according to this, it is running, and more than once. So anyway, before I kill, I'll just put it over this misery. There we go. Anyway, let's look at DraugerOS. It's a nice looking distro. It is meant for gamers, hence the PlayonLinux and thingy. It does, apparently when Steam is installed, it does have a few games installed already. I'm not sure where these panels, being where they are, is a good idea. But if I unlock the panel, can I move that panel? Yeah, that's more like it. And for this one, lock panel, let's turn that one off. Drag over to the top there. That'll do. I can lock those again there. Okay, that's more like it. I've got more space below. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's quite nice, and I assume it's been set up so apps can go over the panel and so on, which it has been set up as. It was just a bit concerning at first. The panels are huge, but it's using it as a launcher, and that's not bad. That's not a bad thing. It's different. It's different, like having this tray over here. That's rather cool. There's a lot of space here, you see. But for smaller screens, that would probably help. Or for touch screens, it may help. But when you hit the menu, everything is so small. So if it's in and touch, maybe. I don't know, it's just nitpicking, and I do apologise, Thomas. I'm just nitpicking. But I like this, I quite like this a lot. On bare metal, I suppose it would run even faster, and totally like work properly for me. But in a VM, it didn't want to play nice. Steam did not want to run, although it was running. It was either running very slow, it could be my internet connection. So anyway, how do I feel about this? Yep, I like it quite a lot. I quite like the way you stole the XFC desktop. It's got a really nice background wallpaper. I didn't look at the other wallpapers, and I suppose I should have done. So I'll have a quick look now. I don't know what I got do not disturb there, so let's have a look. It was in settings. Let's have a look. Desktop settings, maybe. Yeah. Okay, we have two wallpapers. We have that one, or we have that one. That's cool. Very cool. I'll leave it at default though. So yeah, do like this quite a lot. I'll let it shut down. I've never shut this down from uninstalled, so I want to see if it shuts down properly. It does. DraugerOS. Quite a nice leaving splash screen there. Of course, it's based on Plymouth, so Plymouth Splash. Yep, and it shuts down properly. Very good. Okay, I do think it's a nice OS. No problems really with the installer. The only two things that disconcerted me was I couldn't find a password at first. Having to talk with the developer on Telegram, he did tell me the password and where to find it, which is why I gave you the information at the beginning. After the installer and you reboot, no, I haven't tried it, the reboot off the live CD itself without installing, but it gave a lot of errors, squash FS, and had to reboot it manually. But after that, all went swimmingly well after it's installed, yeah. And the installer's fine, nothing wrong with it. You can place your partitions where you wanted them. I just made one big partition, and it complained in the beginning it couldn't find the resume because I hadn't made the swap, and that's all good. I'm not quite sure where it was looking for swapping bulk LD, but there you go. Anyway, yeah, I really enjoyed that. Well done. I'll give that an A minus only due to the fact I had to hunt for the password. And another tip, and I did tell him on Telegram, is the default user, have it auto login on the live system. It's really no problem. Just have it auto login, and perhaps have the install icon on the taskbar on your first taskbar there, next to wherever you want to put it. Now click install, done. That'd be rather cool. And of course, when you create a new user, the old user called user or whatever it was, default I believe it was called, yeah, gets removed anyway after the install, so that'd be cool. So anyway, it's Present Arms. Hope you've enjoyed this. I will be seeing you soon. Take care.